she put the sound treatment in, and just having a conversation and being like, whoa, listen to our voices.
Mm-hmm.
They're so much more dampered and like,
Yeah, it's very dead.
yeah.
Yeah, like flat in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna the low group. Let's go to like this little breakdown part. That's cool.
Love
Yeah,
that.
I got the groove. My groove has a lot of little parts in it, so let's maybe solo it out. So let's take a look at what we put on here. There's an effects rack that just lets you do some high pass filtering. I built that out like a long time ago. That's why it still has the sweeper name in there. A little bit of glue compression just to bring it all together, because there are what 3, 6, 10. Looks like there's 10 tracks in this group. So the glue compressor just kind of like makes it all like tight. Cut the lows at 70 hertz, it looks like, and then side chain this whole group to the kick group, which just gives it a little bit of like a dip. So if I bring the kick drum back in, we can see the dip. Not much. You don't need much. Yeah, and then let's see. Relatively simple. I mean, that was when we were writing some of these first tracks, the whole idea was like, let's just keep it simple.
Kind of the whole less is more. Just
Yeah. Looks like this clap has its own little side chain. I like to use Kickstart sometimes. It's just a quick and easy way to get to almost like mimic a kick drum side chain. And then the vocal. This is I think, what's her name? Not not Laura Lee. Trying to think. It's another like female techno artist, and she used this Generation sample. The song was called New Generation, and we took like that sample and then took some other parts of this full vocal sample and came up with our own kind of Generation flavor. And so the words are like, all that energy, extra generations caught up. Let's just maybe go to a part.
it's got that whole UK vibe going.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Which I think is so cool.
Yeah, it's like right in the pocket. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me. Those little sounds are. I remember having a lot of fun making these little kind of like glitchy effects.
I remember the organ really standing out too when we in the very beginnings of this track, and that's really what kind of grabbed us,
And that organ changed like 6 times though too. I don't even think we have any of the original organ sound.
It's just like a sample of the original.
Yeah, because it used to be like dun, 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 dun. Like it was like
it gave that really like New York City lounge feel, but then as we evolved, we got it more to like a club festy feel.
Yeah, a little tougher sounding. Yeah, less melodic, a little tougher. Yeah, and I remember like those are fun.
Yeah.
This I recorded this on the Moog plugin called Mariana, and I'm still like learning that plugin. It's like that kind of kicked it off. A lot of the bass lines that we've been writing, we've been using Mariana.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. These little pieces are recorded in as audio now, just because the project's done. Something I like to do is like after we're pretty set on a bass line or a part, is just kind of bounce it out to audio and then get away from the MIDI, because like I'll sit there and like tinker with it way too long. So it's just good to like commit to audio. Yeah. And I remember we had versions of this where that was like a little bit too what my teacher from Tool Room would say, a little bit too Larry.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too out there.
Remember that.
Let's see what we got going on over here. Some little pieces. Wonder what this sound is. I don't remember. It's just a texture, like a texture layer. And then I think down here, let's see. Not exactly sure. I don't know if, or actually I think it might be down in here. It's funny, you know, we don't open these up. Once the track's done, it's done.
It's been a while too since we've.
This was cool. This little like those sounds came like, it was the Safari VIP by Deeper Purpose, and they do this kind of like with like a white noise sound. And so I just took Ableton's default operator plugin, and then I'm using the noise white wave filter, and looks like I'm driving it a little bit, like with the MS2 drive. Let's see. It's pretty simple, but it adds a cool effect when it's all together. It's cool, like yeah. And then it looks like we got a little clap impact thing. Let's see. Generations go up. You know, you got to keep it interesting.
So much is tying this
little things
all together.
Yeah, I know. What's this one? Let's see. Yeah, it's cool. I wonder how it goes into that part though. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, and there's that white noise again. So it's you know, it's something that does add a lot of a nice texture layer and some almost like a dramatic feel on a drop. And so you don't want to see me with a hit this. Yeah, looks like I have this sound turned off, and probably because it was a little too much. Let's see. You don't want to see me with a hit this. I don't know why I turned that one off. Maybe I forgot to turn it on when we cut the master, but who knows? Here, let's see. Let's listen to this guy. So this is the second breakdown. Let's listen to the whole thing for a second.
wanna see me with a hit list. Generations caught up.
Did you ever hear the little gun sound that I put in here? Because he's like, look, you don't want to see me with a hit list, right?
Yeah.
So I put this little, here, I'll show it to you. It's like a little, right? But when it's all together,
You ain't heard it from me.
like you hear
You ain't heard it from me.
it's just subtle. It's just like one of those little like
that's so perfect in that spot.
it's like an Easter
I
egg.
heard it, in the track, but we never really talked about it.
Yeah.
So wow, that's so sick.
Right. It's funny.
That is so cool.
When things are coming together, you forget about these little
Yeah,
things.
you definitely do.
What's a laser sound? Here. I remember, and I wish we had the automation lane still, because this is one of those moments where I'm like, it sounds good enough. Let me bounce this to audio and then make it simple. Because I remember creating this little sound took a lot of like automation, right? And there's still a lot of automation going on elsewhere. It looks a little crazy, but
Kind
there
of keeps the track. It keeps it driving when you hear that.
Totally. And that's something too that's like really important. You'll have the idea for a song and it's the core idea of the song, but then you need to keep it interesting. And so whether that's like adding a filter or taking a part out and putting it back in, I mean, that's really, you want to try and keep it simple so that you don't lose the core idea. What's this guy? Those were cool.
Like echo effect.
Yeah, because I think he says here. Yeah, that was a cool sound.
More the energy extra. Generations caught up.
Yeah, so generations cool. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
More the energy extra. Generations caught up. More the energy extra. Generations caught up. You don't wanna see me with a hit list. Generations caught up.
Funny, there's a track in here called Acid, and it has nothing in it. And it's like, I remember like deleting and creating so many parts in this project. It's cool to see kind of where it left off. This is what we cut a master on.
So if you play the acid, it won't.
There's nothing in
There's
there.
nothing there.
Yeah, I can't remember what it must have just been some early idea, and then I pulled it out because it wasn't working with the track. So you'll still have like, it's funny, you open up one of these projects and there's like remnants of early ideas. Maybe it was even part of another song that we started. Who knows? Like sometimes that'll happen is like I'll start writing a part for a brand new track in mind, but using one of the current projects just to kind of like put it down. Yeah. So much fun, dude. I'm excited to just keep working on new stuff, and I think I want to start working on a new song right now, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be sick.
I'm feeling the juices flowing right now.
Yeah, I think, man, that's a song. Maybe what we do is I'll play the radio version, and then we'll just wrap it up. But I would love to just like keep doing more of these and just share some of the details in the writing process for anyone else that's like making their own music too, because there's like so much stuff that I'm learning still. Learn how to write songs is like where the effort should be. Is like you're learning how to write.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just play it.
All the energy extra.
Yeah, man.
Generations go up.
Yeah.
You don't wanna see me with the hits. Generations go up. All the energy extra. You don't wanna see me.
Congrats, dude. Get the record.
Yeah.
You don't wanna see me. 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 Unless you heard it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. Go ahead for me. All the energy extra. You don't wanna see me with the hitters. All the energy extra. Generations go up. All the energy extra. Generations go up. You don't wanna see me with the hits. Generations go up. All the energy extra.
I'm usually not big on, but I like this one.
All the energy extra. You don't wanna see me with the hitters. Generations go up.
That part right there where it's like it's the only time we do it on the kick here, but it's like do 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 like it's cool.
Generations go up.
It's like right here. This little blip.
Generations go up.
Yeah, so that's the radio cut.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, that was a sick one. So yeah, we'll
And
probably.
we probably spent the most time on that one to date, right? Because
You think so?
it was one of our first ones.
I'm trying to think.
Everything since then just seems to be like really
Flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we quickly called ourselves out on like, look, we can keep tinkering around with this thing, or we can make new songs.
Yeah.
And so we just been making new songs. And then every song that we've started, it's just kind of like a different path into it. Something you bring in from the last track, like a technical detail or a writing thing.
Yeah.
And then that just keeps building and folding into the evolution of the new stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. Otherwise, you could kind of handicap yourself, almost like limit yourself, because you're trying to like fit new ideas into the same song
Hmm.
instead of just like songs done. Let's take all of these ideas and just start something new.
Go in another direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like so.
I
That's,
love that too because it really gives variety to the whole catalog, you know.
yeah, yeah, totally. I mean, as it stands right now, by the end of the year, there'll be a sick album to drop for sure.
Nice.
Like it's like, yeah, we have
So
a
exciting.
yeah, man. It's been a blast. So we'll probably do another one of these for our next song. I think this one comes out April 11th, and then we have
Lights out.
Lights Out that comes out in like the end of June
And
or
then May.
end of May.
May 30th.
Somewhere around
May
there.
30th.
Something
May
like that.
31st, maybe.
Yeah, so we'll do another like little breakdown. Yeah. Yeah. You got a sick mix that's out right now. So, yeah, there's all kinds of little things out there that we've been working on. So, if anyone watches this, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.